Hey guys, this is Star Jumper, and this is just going to be a short tutorial video about the very basics of Starmade for beginners, so keep that in mind. Alright, so when you spawn in, you'll be next to a shop. I'm not next to a shop right now. I just kind of have it set up so I can start the tutorials, but the first thing you need to do is spawn a ship. So you hit X, and what that will do will give you a little naming window here, and we'll just name this ship Star Jumper. Alright, and you have a little ship. You move around, obviously, with WASD. Look at the ship. R is used to interact with objects in Starmade world, so R to enter the ship. And this is the core, and it will put you in build mode. And so it has that little arrow at top. It says which direction your ship is facing. So this direction is forward, the way I'm building right now. Okay, so this is the core. The core is quintessential to the ship. If it gets shot and broken, it will kill you, and it will make your ship overheat, giving it a countdown. Once that reaches 0, your ship is gone. So protecting that is ideal, but we'll get to that later. So the first things first, power. You need power for almost every system on the ship, and that is given to you with just, as you can see over here in the left side, you have 1 energy charge per second, and that's just what the core gives you. So you need to increase that, because right now we have a 50,000 power capacity, and we're not getting it very fast. So you use power reactors. Now, power reactors, there's a few rules to them. You can just click anywhere and left mouse button and you'll start building. So the rules are straight lines are the best. So this straight line here is going to give me a lot more power using these 7 blocks. We'll make it 6. Than just if you put them sporadically around. That's because for every additional block you put within this line here, it will give you increasing returns. So the 7th block is going to give me more than what I put 6th block, 8th block more than the 7th block, so it adds up. So then what that gives you is more power recharge per block for the more you add to this cluster, I'll call it. Alright, so lines are your friends. You have returning gains by adding more to the line. Also, you know, you may then decide, oh, well, I'm going to start building it like this. Alright, well, that is breaking rule number 2. Rule number 2 is never have clusters of reactors ever touch each other. Ever. You don't want to do that until you reach the power recharge soft cap, and we won't be getting there for a long time. So don't even worry about that. So this rule number 2 is don't have them touch. You can create your ship like this. You can do that, and you can have them keep going, because this follows rule number 1. It's linear. It stays linear. All right? So that's fine. You're going to have increasing gains by adding here every time you add another one. It would be as if you were adding it this way, which also still works. So now you may think, okay, well, what if I build in this direction? You're not getting as much a gain from those 3 that you would have if you put them, let's say, 3 here, or 3 here, or 3 here. That's because you're breaking rule number 3. Never overlap. Never go in a direction that one cluster has already gone in. If you had another cluster, that would be fine. Let's say you started another cluster right here. See, it's following rule 1, it's linear, and it's following rule 2, it's not touching another cluster or itself. Okay? So, you could have these ones just keep going in any linear direction, X, Y, or Z, in the same cluster. Just continually get those increased returns. All right? So this is pretty much, or this is one of the most key ideas and mechanics in the game, because it allows you to make highly effective ships. Whereas instead of putting clusters of just blocks of these reactors, you're going to have a reduced area, a reduced form of these reactor clusters, and you'll be able to fit them into better ships and generally just a good way to build. So again, let's reiterate those 3 rules. 1, linear. Everything is linear here. 2, none of these are touching each other. They're not touching their own cluster, and they're not touching another cluster around it. And then 3 is no overlap. There's nothing from this cluster that has gone in this x direction or this y direction. Right? So remember those 3. All right, and this has been a quick tutorial by Starjumper.